Hey everyone, welcome back to Hollywood City. On today's episode of Then and Now, we're diving into the world of Breaking Bad, to check out how our favorite stars looked back when they were cooking blue candy in the desert and what they're rocking now, years after the finale. From Walt's iconic buzzcut to Jesse's baggy street style. Stick around to see how time has treated the casts of this show. Anna Gunn portrayed Skylar White, Walter White's wife, in Breaking Bad. Initially, Skylar is a devoted wife and mother, unaware of Walter's criminal activities. As she gradually discovers his meth empire, she struggles with fear, moral dilemmas, and the need to protect her family. Over time, she becomes complicit, helping launder drug money through a car wash business while grappling with guilt and Walter's growing ruthlessness. Her relationship with Walter deteriorates as she realizes the extent of his manipulation and violence. By the series' end, she is emotionally broken, left to protect her children while living under surveillance, having lost almost everything. She is 56 years old currently. Christopher Cousins, who played Ted Bennick, is the president of Bennick Fabricators and Skylar White's former boss and brief love interest. He engages in tax fraud to keep his struggling business afloat, which Skylar initially helps cover up. When she later tries to help him legally resolve his tax issues using Walt's drug money, Ted refuses and instead tries to evade the IRS. His attempts to escape backfire when he accidentally injures himself, leading to a serious neck injury. He is currently 64 years old. Mark Margolis portrayed Hector Salamanca in Breaking Bad, a former high-ranking member of the Juarez cartel who is left paralyzed and unable to speak due to a stroke, communicating only through a bell attached to his wheelchair. Introduced as Tuco Salamanca's uncle, he harbors deep resentment toward both the DEA and Gustavo Fring. Despite his physical limitations, Hector plays a crucial role in the downfall of Gus. In Season 4, he collaborates with Walter White to lure Gus into a trap, detonating a suicide bomb that kills them both. Margolis' intense performance made Hector one of the most memorable villains in the series. He died aged 83, but will always be remembered for the crucial role he played just with a bell and his eyes. Aaron Paul portrayed Jesse Pinkman, a small-time meth cook and former student of Walter White, in Breaking Bad. Initially, Jesse is a reckless, immature drug dealer, but over time, he becomes deeply entangled in Walter's criminal empire. Throughout the series, Jesse experiences immense trauma, including the loss of loved ones and manipulation by Walter, who treats him as both a partner and a pawn. Despite his struggles with addiction and guilt, Jesse develops a moral conscience, ultimately escaping captivity and finding freedom in El Camino, a Breaking Bad movie. His character arc transforms him from a careless criminal into a tragic anti-hero seeking redemption. He is 46 years old now. Dean Norris portrayed Hank Schrader, a DEA agent and Walter White's brother-in-law, in Breaking Bad. Initially seen as a boisterous and confident Bob Odenkirk portrayed Saul Goodman, a flamboyant and morally ambiguous criminal lawyer. Introduced in the second season, Saul becomes the legal counsel for Walter White and Jesse Pinkman, offering legal loopholes and laundering solutions that facilitate their methamphetamine enterprise. His character, known for witty one-liners and colorful television advertisements, provides both comic relief and critical plot development, highlighting the intersection between legal practice and criminal activity. He is currently 62 years old. Matt Jones portrayed Badger, Brandon Mayhew, a close friend of Jesse Pinkman and a small-time drug dealer in Breaking Bad. Known for his goofy and laid-back personality, Badger provides comic relief alongside Skinny Pete. He frequently gets into trouble, including being arrested for selling meth, which leads to Saul Goodman orchestrating a fake bust to protect him. Though he is not deeply involved in the violent side of the drug trade, he remains loyal to Jesse. In El Camino, a Breaking Bad movie, he and Skinny Pete help Jesse escape Albuquerque by giving him money and a getaway car, showing their lasting friendship. He is 43 years old. Charles Baker portrayed Skinny Pete, one of Jesse Pinkman's closest friends and a small-time meth user and dealer in Breaking Bad. Despite his criminal lifestyle, Skinny Pete is loyal and often provides comic relief with his quirky personality. He helps Jesse in various drug-related dealings but avoids deeper involvement in the violent aspects of the drug trade. In later seasons, he witnesses Jesse's suffering and eventual captivity by the neo-Nazi gang but remains powerless to help. In El Camino, a Breaking Bad movie, he and Badger assist Jesse in escaping Albuquerque, demonstrating his enduring loyalty and friendship. He is 52 years old. Giancarlo Esposito played Gus Fring, a ruthless drug kingpin. Gus posed as a businessman, owning Los Palos Hermanos, while secretly running a massive meth operation. He was meticulous and calculating, driven by a hatred for the cartel, which had killed his associate Max. Gus recruited Walter White but saw him as a threat and was eventually outmaneuvered and killed by Walter. He is 66 years old currently. Raymond Cruz played Tuco Salamanca, a violent and unpredictable drug dealer. He became Walt and Jesse's distributor, but his erratic behavior made him a dangerous partner. After kidnapping them, Jesse injured Tuco, leading to a shootout with DEA agent Hank Schrader, who killed Tuco. Despite his short presence, Tuco left a lasting impression as a volatile antagonist. He is 63 years old currently. Lavelle Crawford played Huel Babino, a bodyguard and fixer for Saul Goodman in Breaking Bad. Huel assisted Saul in shady dealings, including laundering Walter White's money and intimidating witnesses. He's known for stealing Jesse's ricin-laced cigarette and lounging on a pile of Walter's cash. He is 56 years old currently. Jonathan Banks played Mike Ehrmantraut, a former cop turned fixer and enforcer in Breaking Bad. He was Gus Fring's right-hand man, handling security and cleanups. Mike followed a strict moral code and cared deeply for his granddaughter. After Gus' death, Mike partnered with Walter White but was eventually betrayed and fatally shot. He is 78 years old currently. Bryan Cranston's portrayal of Walter White in Breaking Bad follows his transformation from a struggling high school chemistry teacher to the ruthless drug kingpin Heisenberg. Initially motivated by a cancer diagnosis and a desire to provide for his family, Walter partners with former student Jesse Pinkman to manufacture high-quality meth. However, his growing ambition and thirst for power lead him to manipulate, betray, and kill those around him, including drug lord Gus Fring and his own allies. His descent ultimately results in his family's destruction, his brother-in-law Hank's death, and his own exile. In the series finale, Walter returns for one final act, eliminating his enemies and freeing Jesse before dying in the meth lab he built, symbolizing the tragic downfall of a man consumed by his own pride and ego. He is 68 years old currently. R.J. Mitt played Walter White Jr., the son of Walter and Skylar White. He has cerebral palsy and is kind while idolizing his father, unaware of his double life. When the truth is revealed, Walter Jr. is horrified, rejects his father, and protects his mother. He is 32 years now. Betsy Brandt played Marie Schrader, Skylar's sister and Hank's wife, in Breaking Bad. Marie is strong-willed and struggling with kleptomania. She's emotional support and a source of tension, particularly after Hank's injury and eventual death, which leaves her estranged from Skylar. She is 52 years now. Daniel, 44, and Luis Moncada, 47, played the cousins, Lionel and Marco Salamanca, ruthless hitmen in Breaking Bad. They sought revenge for Tuco's death, but were redirected to target Hank Schrader, whom they ambushed. Hank survived and killed Lionel, while Marco later died from injuries. The cousins were feared villains known for their eerie presence and brutality. Don Erlardio, 69, is a powerful Mexican drug lord. As Juarez cartel leader, he ruthlessly controls the drug trade. His past killing of Max Arciniega fueled Gus Fring's vendetta, which ended with Gus poisoning Don Eladio and his associates at a villa celebration. David Costabile played Gail Boetticher, a brilliant chemist, in Breaking Bad. He worked for Gus Fring and later partnered with Walter White. Jesse Pinkman killed Gail to protect Walt. He is currently 57 years old. Kristen Ritter played Jane Margolis, Jesse Pinkman's girlfriend and a recovering addict. Her relationship with Jesse was marked by periods of intense romance and enabling behavior, ultimately contributing to her tragic demise. Jane's death served as a pivotal moment in Jesse's storyline, fueling his guilt and anger. She is currently 42 years old. Thanks for joining me on this wild ride through Breaking Bad's past and present. What's your favorite memory from the show, then or now? Drop it in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more trips down memory lane.